What's going on, guys? Michael Rex here, and welcome back to yet another video. Now, officially, it is 11:04 p.m. Duckboy and Scrim have both dropped their own projects, but right now, because it is the shorter project, we are reacting to Duckboy's new project. As you can see, we're getting notifications from all that. Coping Strategies to Combat the Algorithm, Volume 7. He has been memeing the shit out of this project over on his Instagram. Like, I think he managed to get the Island Boys to do a video being like, "Where's Duck Boy? Where you at, Duck Boy?" And the Rizzler and just a bunch of other people. I want to meet Ruby so bad because he seems like just a fun guy to be around and just like a meme lord. But that's all besides the point. We're here to react. First up on the project, we have the little shrug thing. So we're going to get straight into it. If you guys enjoy, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing down below. With all that being said, let's get right into it. Oh, we're getting a call.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 504595959
Gray 5-9.
is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
All right. I feel like that's a clever way to like basically say that this is a Gray 5-9 Records production. Like, that is just super clever for him to do. All right, going into the first song, End of Summer 2005, started off as a tropical depression. Let me get lyrics pulled up because, well, for you guys, I have the lyrics videos on screen. Shout out to Junkie Archive for making the lyric videos. All right, now that I have the lyrics pulled up for myself, let's get straight into it. End of Summer 2005 started off as a tropical depression.
Yeah, Jack Boy.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
Wash me away like a sandcastle in a hurricane. Swirl around the drain. Every mistake I make becomes a stain. And I blame the way that I was trained. But I'm about to break the chain.
Okay, gotta pause already. But I like it's slower, and I like that. Also, something I've noticed because I've been listening to all throughout today at work. I was listening to Scrim's projects and Lonely Boy and A Man Rose from the Dead, and then of course Ruby's projects, his 2 EPs. And something I've noticed when listening to those. Ruby's EPs and compared to Moldy Memories, I noticed that he actually edited it differently. So he actually made the vocals feel more upfront because in the old ones, the other 2 EPs, it felt like they were like more embedded into the beat itself, kind of like how like Freddie Dredd does with his music. Like he makes his vocals sound like it's part of the beat. I don't know if that was like a mixing thing or what, but I like that he changed it so you can actually kind of hear him better. But let's go over these lyrics already. Wash me away like a sandcastle in a hurricane, swirling like the drain. Every mistake I become a stain, and I blame the way that I was trained. Basically like, hey, just when you're, for example, if you are raised by a narcissist, you're going to have narcissistic tendencies and just stuff like that. You're raised by someone who's just not a good person, toxic, you're going to have like tendencies like that. And that's what therapy is for. Shout out to Reaction Therapy, Tom. But I'm about to break the chain. He's saying, hey, I'm done with this. The generation trauma, it ends with me. That's what I'm getting from this. It's like, but I blame the way I was trained, but I'm breaking the chain. I'm loving this already. Like, he's saying like, hey, this shit ends here. Like, I'm putting a fucking stop to all of this. And I'm here for it, Duck Boy. I'm here for it. Break those chains! I gotta turn this up more. Oh, that's down. Okay, I gotta pause. So, like, going to the curse, life sucks, but I'll ride it out to my last day. It's like, hey, I fucking hate it here and the shit that the world is in, but I'm gonna ride this shit out. I am gonna outlive all of them, is basically what I'm getting from that. It's like, hey, I bet you $5 that you're not even gonna finish digging your own grave. Like, that basically, what I get from that is he's saying, you're not gonna finish digging your own grave. Like, you're like, all right, I'm at the end of this. I'm digging my own grave. Fuck this shit. I'm out of here. It's like, I bet you $5 that you're not gonna do that. That you're gonna find help, and that you're gonna find a way out of this mess and get yourself out of this grave. And I like that. I like the more like positive side of this, like both on Scrim and Ruby's side of things. I mean, like, sure, Scrim is still talking about, like, in Lonely Boy, like, struggling with pills and stuff like that. I mean, like, he's gotten help and stuff, and he's just, like, freestyling, pouring it out. But I like that he's now, he said on his Instagram Live that they're kind of done with that dark stuff. Like, that's what got them up to where they are. But they're in a much better spot now, like, mentally and stuff. And it's kind of hard to express that through Suicide Boys because, one, the name, and it's expected to be like, oh yeah, I'm sad, blah, that sort of shit. But even that, like, they're starting to get more positive with it, with their lyrics. Like Ruby saying in, I think, Razor 5, saying, I'm out here shining as bright as the sun, and stuff like that. But you can tell, like, no matter how hard it gets and no matter how tough, like, you can tell there's more positivity in their lyrics, and the way and their lifestyle has been reflecting that. Them, like, getting help, and they're like, hey, life isn't as bad. Going into verse 2, anchor away and let failure pave the way. You're the one to blame when all you do is wallow in shame. I feel like he's talking to himself, like his past version of himself, and also to anyone else that's out there like, oh, this sucks. Like, I hate life. I hate this. Fuck all this shit. It's like, hey, you're the one to blame. Like, you're keeping that negative mindset and keeping yourself in that pit. It's like you're sitting in, you think you're drowning, but in reality, you're just standing in a puddle. Like, you get what I mean when I say that? It's like when all you do is wallow, trying to numb the pain, comfort in your veins. Yeah, he's talking about him, like, shooting up and doing back when he was doing drugs and stuff. It's like trying to find comfort in the drugs and feeling like the drugs love him when in reality they don't. And if you need help, please get help. There's always someone out there for you and someone out there to give you help. You just have to take that first step. To piggyback off of what Scrim said in his live, you need to find someone to help you, because what has your method got you to? Drugs, alcohol, sex. That's all it's led you to. So you need to reach out to someone and get help from someone else, because your method's clearly not working. And I know that kind of feels a bit mean to say that, but it's true. Like, you just have to, like, either through religion, spirituality, going to rehab, or just seeking therapy or something, like just taking that step to get help from someone. And because your method's clearly not work. Okay, I'll just keep repeating myself. I'm loving this positivity. I'm loving this project so far. I love this. I need a full album of this. There we go.
Traveling the distance in your brain. Feel the stress, the strain, but nothing's ever gonna change. Life force, point out right into my last day. Fight for, I bet you can't even finish digging your own grave. Life force, never sharpen up the fucking blade. Like hard, that is all you get. I ain't afraid to move on, just sit here and I refuse to stand up to my fate.
Yes! Yes, Ruby! Yes! Oh, we're lagging. Oh, God. I'm also yelling a bit. Life sucks, but I'll ride it out to my last day. 9 cuts, but it's all you get. I ain't afraid. Go ahead and make your move. I'm just going to sit here and wait. I refuse to stand down to my fate. I love this positivity and this cockiness of him now. Of him be like, I know what I'm worth. I know what I need to do. I know where I'm headed. Go ahead and make your move. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you to make your move on me. Because I know my fate. I know where I'm headed. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Next up, we have Where You At, Duck Boy? Which I think is just, in the last thing, it was like a bunch of voicemails and stuff. So let's see what it is this time.
An inmate at the.
Claiborne Parish, Men's, Louisiana.
This call may be monitored or recorded. Any attempt to connect a third party will result in the immediate termination of your call. Press 1 to accept this call. Press 4 to hear possible charges for this call. Press 5 to hear your balance if you have a prepaid account. Press 0 to repeat these options.
Hey, motherfucker. Dude, I live for a week. You got fucking arrested for weed possession.
Hello, my
man.
favorite
Call
child.
me right
I
away.
want to
The
call
fucking
you
police
know I'm
officer
having
here
audio
with a
withdrawals and I'm
subpoena.
going to see if you
So,
want to get a
I
call.
don't know what the fuck is
I
going
love
on.
you.
So call
Bye.
me right now.
Who are those people that I couldn't recognize any of the voices? Someone said got arrested for weed possession. It's like, where you at, Audie? Where you at, Duck Boy? All right. Anyways, moving on to the next song. Let me get the lyrics pulled up. All right. Next song that we have is VCR Ejection Button. It's time to grow the fuck up. I love like how real he's just been. Coping strategy, and it fits to the title of the album or the EP. Coping strategies to combat the algorithm. Like basically everything, like all the negativity coming in. It's like, all right, started off as a tropical depression. I'm standing here by myself. I know my own fate. And then now it's like, it's time to grow the fuck up. All right, let's start playing. Let's listen to this. I have to burp. Excuse me. That was kind of weak. Anyways, let's get into the song. You're in my left ear. Hold on. Hold on. I wasn't expecting you to speak to me in my left ear. Hold on. Let me back that shit up again. Run it back. Let's run it back. I mean, that's real. Another day in hell, but it's starting to feel like I've been in here for years. And my friends, I wish them well, but I got to get the fuck out of here. Like, hey, I know we're all sitting here in this negativity, but he's like, hey, I got to get out of this shit. I got to move on with my life. I know sometimes it's like pulling teeth, just even to stand on your own 2 feet. I had a plan, but now it's obsolete. I'll try again. It's getting hard to breathe. I mean, like, hell, a few years back, Ruby wouldn't be saying, yeah, I'm going to try again. He would have been like, all right, didn't work. All right, let me go snort some crack or some shit. I don't know what he does. Let me go shoot up or go smoke or whatever. And now he's like, you know what? I'm going to try again. He's like, you know what? It didn't work that time, but you have to keep failing to get things right. And I'm loving the more positivity. I had a plan, but now it's all asleep. I'll try again, but it's costing me. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it is. Like, the more you keep trying, the more you keep failing, you're going to keep feeling burnt out. You're like, man, what's even the point? Why am I even doing this? But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And maybe for $9.99 a month, call back to Suicide Boys. Anyways, I'm so dumb. But it's like, hey, it's costing me, but that cost and sacrifice is worth it in the end, because you have to sacrifice some things to get to something better. Sometimes you have to lose something to gain something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get back into the song. Let me just back it up a smidgen. Okay, I gotta pause, but in that part where he says, no matter where I go, I never feel like I fucking belong. I mean, real. I'm with you there, Duck Boy. No matter where I go, I feel like I don't belong. But that just means you're in the wrong environment, because there is a place for you somewhere. And all along, you drag me along, ever since I was a frog, and all along, you drag me along. In that part, if you're listening with headphones, at the first part, when he says, and all along, it's in the left ear, and then you drag me along is in the right ear. And it kind of like goes back and forth. Just the simple touches. It's the simple things, man, and I fucking love it. And I know it's going to bump in the car whenever I'm driving around, having it bounce back and forth like that. I love it when artists do that. Please, if you're an artist, please do that more often. Bounce your audio back and forth like that. Because it's just a nice subtle touch to it. All right, let's back it up a bit. That drop out for a second, it's like kind of like powering down, and then it's like boom, and we're right back at it. No matter where I go, feel like I don't belong. You drag me along. I don't understand. I keep shaking hands in defeat. My failure is complete. Okay, how do I interpret that? I keep shaking hands in defeat. My failure is complete. Basically, is he like saying like, hey, I'm admitting defeat whenever like I'm meeting these people? Ooh, yes, okay, I think I got it. So Ruby used to like to keep closed off, hide his face out of the public. We don't really know much about of his personal life, which fair, like be respectful, respect people's privacy. Don't try to like get into their personal life and stuff like that. You're weird if you're trying to get into people's personal lives. But excuse me. I apologize for keep burping. It's the monster energy. Anyways, I keep shaking hands in defeat. Basically, he's going out and meeting new people, but because he's stuck in his ways of being like, no, I'm closed off. I'm not going to meet new people. Shaking hands in defeat. And him saying, my failure is complete. I interpret that as in his ways of like being a failure. You never were actually a failure. Just want to put that out there. No one ever actually is a failure, even if you say it to yourself. You can keep gaslighting to yourself all you want. You're never a failure. But my failure is complete. I think I interpret that as in like his ways of being considering himself as a failure is over. That's my interpretation of that and of that line. All right, now let's go back to that bar of like the music dropping out. Hello, Spotify crashing out. Man, I love it. Again, still, like I said in the first song, it's full of positivity. Him, basically, let's go back over those lyrics just to quickly go. I keep rambling them on. I'm sorry, but I just have a lot to say about this. I love their music, and I love that the way they write and the way they present everything. Him saying like he's admitting defeat and how his failures are basically over, and like he's no longer basically getting his own way. No matter where I go, I feel like I don't fucking belong. I mean, real. I love it. I have nothing else really to say. Let's move on to where you at, Duck Boy? With 2 question marks this time.
You have been selected for
Audience
a
staff,
week
it
vacation
is
to
11.
Orlando, Florida,
You were
right
supposed
next to
to
Disney.
meet me.
Honey, it's my food. Every time I
Hey,
call
Audie,
you,
where
you
you at,
don't
dude?
answer your phone.
We're here waiting on you. Call me back.
Yeah,
Love you, best.
honey, that food, dude. Checking on me.
Hey, audience staff, we have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at Audie, landscapers, Audie, DoorDash.
Honey, it's my food. Every time I call you, you never want to answer your phone. All right.
Okay. I was trying to like listen in to see if I recognize any names. I think he said, I think the one I heard was, it's your uncle. And some girl saying like he was supposed to meet her and he stood her up. Ruby, what the hell are you doing? I mean, I'm sure these hoes ain't worth it. Fuck them hoes, but not literally. I mean, literally if you want to, but right before you tap it. Anyways, what am I saying? So the next song is Moldy Memories, but I've already done a reaction video to that. If you guys want to see it, I'll leave it in the corner of the eye icon of the corner of the screen. I'll also link it down in the description down below so you guys can go check that out. But we are moving on to a burp. Excuse me, again. We're moving on to where you at, Duck Boy? With 3 question marks this time. What the hell am I listening to?
Hi, Audie, this is your sister calling. I was just calling.
Sister?
Audie, this is Will. I'm at the studio, man. Bro, I love you, but dude, it's been like 2 hours, man.
You never really know,
Give me back at least.
but that's my fault. I love the album.
Just hit me back whenever you
There's
get
too many voices!
Bye.
Give me back if you get a second.
Yo, dude, where the fuck you at?
Bro.
Get your face Pose game, bro. All right, man. Picking up.
This beat is hard. Okay, pause. Okay. First of all, Ruby has a sister? I mean, we don't really know much about his personal life because they don't really talk about that. Like, Scrim talked about how he's got a brother and then I think an older brother who's no longer with us. R.I.P. But we don't really know much about like Ruby's side of the family and his personal life. I mean, again, respectfully so. Like, it's his life. He doesn't want to share that shit. We're not going to dig, are we? We're not going to dig into people's personal lives, are we now? But yeah. I'm looking at you, Sleep Token fans, with that one. Anyways, we're moving on to the last song, Kino der Toten Quick Revive Remix. Didn't realize they were COD Zombies fans. I mean, that's awesome. Kino der Toten, one of the best Zombies maps. If you haven't played it, do yourself a favor. Go buy a copy of Black Ops 1 and play Kino der Toten. You don't need to buy any DLC for it. It's the base map for the game. Quick Revive Remix. That's what I'm interested to hear. Is he going to sample, like, Quick Revive or something? If he fucking does that, I am going to... My inner child is going to freak the fuck out. Okay, let's pull up the lyrics. And let's play this shit. Okay. Okay, so he didn't actually do any COD Zombies things. He's just a fan of COD Zombies. I mean, shit, I don't blame you. Hey, Ruby, want to run some zombies? I can show you how to play Black Ops 6 Zombies. I haven't played it in a long time. Hello, random web or something. I look like I'm tweaking just doing that randomly, but I just saw like something floating along. That made me sound even more like a tweaker. Anyways, let's get back to the lyrics. COD Zombies? Ruby Regaroo? Play some COD Zombies? I mean, shit, that would be fun as fuck. What's your record? I wonder what his highest round is. I got round 100, side tangent. I got to round 100 on Black Ops 4 Zombies. That was a fucking pain in the ass to do. Because to do round 100 on Black Ops 4 was to have like 4 specific perks and have the, what's the fucking knife called? That you can like shoot out and stuff. If you know COD Zombies, you know what I'm talking about. But have that and basically just stand in a specific porch and just like let the zombie, don't buy a barrier, let the zombies just pile in, like funnel in one way. And you just sit there and knife the entire time. And then the perks give you like an extra boost in the kills and stuff. I did that for 8 fucking hours. During the night too. I didn't go to sleep until about 9 a.m. And I crashed. The game crashed a couple times doing it. Anyways, side tangent. But other than that, like legitimately, like my highest round, what I think was round 64-ish, around there in the 60 range. That was on Black Ops. That was on Cold War. But before that, on Black Ops 2, I want to say was round 40 something, I want to say. I can't remember. It's been a hot minute since I've played. Anyways. Excuse me again. Can we get a burp counter for how many times I burp? Like, let me know in the comments. 10 more minutes and I'm fucking out of here. My head is spinning round and round and round. I feel like I'm the headlights and you're in them, deer. That's a nice play on, like, deer in the headlights. You're in them, deer. Like, I'm the headlights. You're in them, deer. Like, I'm looking at you. It's kind of, oh, how the light is blinding me. I hate the anticipation. My least favorite part is the anxious waiting. Is he talking about a girl here? Oh, Ruby, are you talking about someone? I shouldn't just say girl. Like, I don't know your sexuality, Ruby. No one really does. My least favorite part is the anxious waiting. If you don't say something, I might lose my mind. Let's go for a walk in this wasteland. We could be radiating with conversation. My kind of love needs concentration. Like, hey, let's just talk it out. Let's go for a walk, have some conversation. Like, I hate this waiting around, waiting to see what happens. Which, side tangent, side rant, I'm with you there, Ruby. fuck all this like ghosting and all this like checking people's social media, like just doing all this shit and like semi-cheating and stuff. Like, fuck all that. Like, let's just have a conversation. Let's go for a nice walk, and let's just see where things go. Okay? Like, we'll respect each other's boundaries and respect our own boundaries. Then let's just have a nice conversation, have a nice time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why my voice is like this, but we're gonna roll with it. Anyways, let's get back into the song. I think the caffeine is hit. I'm sorry. Whoa, 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 oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. New vocal stem just dropped. Okay, pause. 5 more minutes and I'm fucking out of here. I'm breaking out of these chains and I'm making my escape. I think I've stayed this long so far out of fear. Like, hey, I'm just... it's like that fight or flight. Well, fight, flight, or freeze is technically how it is. And he's like frozen in fear. He's like, I've been here sticking around just out of fear. I want to be a priority. Man, like, yeah, it's like... all growing up, just one in the distance, in the shadows. He's like, now I want to be in the priority. I want to be in the limelight. More than a minute and I'm fucking out of here. I've had all I can take and I'm done with being fake. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you. I'm done being fake. Thank you for admitting it and calling it out. I mean, I wouldn't really say that fully been fake. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of realness in everything you've done. But I like that he's now like officially stating it and putting it out in the public. He's like, yeah, I'm fuck being fake and these alter egos that I've created and stuff and hiding myself. But also at the same time, he's contradicting himself, which is how people are. Like, you're like, oh, I want to be better. I want to be happier and stuff. Oh, but what if I don't deserve it? What if maybe I should just stick to what I'm comfortable with. Oh, but what if I want to get better and things are going to be turning out better than that they actually are? Oh, but this is more comfortable and this is a lot easier. But this seems a lot better. It's just that constant back and forth, and that's what we're seeing here in the lyrics. 5 more minutes, and then I'm out of here. Like, it's like as soon as I can get. He's like looking at his watch, like, all right, 5 more minutes. All right, 1 more minute. Okay, we're almost out of here. We're almost out of here. And then at the same time, he's like, no, I want to be a priority. I'm tired of being fake. I want to be in here. But he's in here because he's scared. But he wants to run away. But he knows it's great to just be here. It's like, I hate the irony. It's like, yeah. It's like, I've only been waiting till I'm in the clear. I hate the irony. I mean, yeah. All right, I don't have much else to say. Let's just hit play from where we are. Okay, pause. So, okay, going back to that pre-chorus, why can't I celebrate who I am without separating? Ooh, okay. That hit me personally. Like, why can I not separate my own accomplishments without separating myself? Being like, oh yeah, good on you, and talking to him as him like, oh yeah, good on you, Duck Boy, for what you're doing. Like, hey Ruby, you're doing a great job. Hey Audie, you're doing a great job. Like, hey, you need to work on this, but you're doing a great job where you are. Like separating himself and the alter egos that he's created. And I'm kind of like that too. I'm like, hey, good job, Mocha Rex. Like, hey, good job, Mocha. Like, you're doing great. And then in my personal life, I'm like, hey, Holden, you're doing pretty good. Like, ooh, why can't I celebrate who I am without separating myself? Ooh, break my heart. It's invigorating. Bury my feelings like a pirate's treasure. Okay, you don't have to attack all of us like that. I mean, sure, you're calling yourself out. Nuclear nervous system, real. Yeah, hell, that might be my next Instagram caption. Hello, Mr. Popo. Do you know where Duck Boy is at? Because I kind of found him. Which way you turning? Okay, you're turning that way. Also, it kind of looked like you blinked his lights at me. Like his tail lights. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. I need to be measured. Ayo. Measured in what way? Alright, and get back to the lyrics. Self-pity, giving me a little pleasure. I mean, yeah, it goes back to what I'm saying, like having that self-pity and being comfortable in where you are and being comfortable in the, like, numbness and hatred, self-hatred and stuff like that. And you just need to be going towards the positivity and going back and forth. Break my heart, it's invigorating. I mean, yeah, sometimes the pain makes you realize that you're alive and makes you realize you're a person and going through that pain. And so some people like love that self-destructive behavior because they make it feel like they're alive and make them feel like they're a person because they feel like they're completely numb and emotionless all the other times. Speaking from experience, I've been there. I'm just being real. Okay, there's 100% a spider web between here and my camera. I see it forming. Okay, I'll worry about that in a second. But yeah, my neck is a knot. I'm choking on my thoughts. I've assumed the worst, just like telepathic clots. Ooh. Yeah, that constant negativity blocking out the positivity coming in. I'm just assuming the worst, thinking, hey, everyone's after me. Everything is going wrong. Everyone hates me. Yeah, I'm there with you, buddy. I'm here with you. All right, now let's... hold on. I'm ripping out the nails and I'm climbing off the cross. He's like, hey, I'm not being crucified, which I feel like that's a call towards Scrim's project, Via Crucius, and also his branding of Young Christ and all that. Also, he is not being sacrilegious or anything like that, negativity. He's found God. He's not trying to be God or anything like that. He looks up to God and all that. So don't attack my boy like that for shit like that. I mean, he's already defended himself. Anyways, I'm going off random tangent. All right, now let's get into our woes. Man. And there you have it. Coping strategies to combat the algorithm. All right, let me end this recording on my iPad before I break anything. Okay, my final thoughts. I fucking love this compared to his last two. I mean, the other two were great as well. And, but like Tragic Love Songs to Study To was basically him talking about like his ex that he was trying to get over, and it's like like he was saying, the self-pity and awful like that, like rip out my heart. It's invigorating. Thank you, Mr. Motorcycle. And then external hymns for the Average Sigma Volume 9. that was more like him talking about his struggle with his addiction and how he's trying to like still coping with the withdrawals and the thoughts of wanting to go back to that lifestyle. And then this is, and that was like him just trying to get that out there. And now that he's kind of like buried the hatchet with those two things, and now we have coping strategies to combat the algorithm. And it's basically him saying like, hey, I'm sitting right here, not moving an inch. I'm not letting you affect me, not letting outside things affect me. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed to, and I know what I want. And him just stating that. He's like, hey, I want better, but at the same time, I'm stuck in fear of what stepping into the unknown and stepping towards the light, the light literally right there, and coming from this darkness, because the darkness is comfortable and the light is blinding, and you don't know where you're going because you're blinded so much by the light and positivity. And just him going through and just saying like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm tired of being a failure. I'm tired of doing this. But at the same time, you need to understand, I need to take baby steps and do this on my own. That is my interpretation of this project, and I fucking love it. I'm going to be repeating this, replaying this over and over again as I'm editing this. If you guys enjoy, let me know by dropping a like. Subscribe down below, because I'm going to be reacting to Via Crucius next once I get this edited and uploaded. I hope to have this out by 8 a.m. I know that I already told y'all it's 11. I've almost been recording for an hour. It's 11:48. I started at 11:04. Damn, I take too long to react to videos. That means Scrim's project's going to be like... His project is like, I think, hour and a half. That means the video is going to be like 5 hours long. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm rambling now. If you guys enjoy, let me know. Drop a like and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys in the next video.